David Leu, for those who didn't hear the loud guy. And that's what he's here for. And I have a bit I've prepared for you guys. I've had a pretty colorful past. This will be news to my parents. And I used to be a private detective, and I had some pretty intense moments in my life. I met a lot of interesting people. One instance in particular, where I met quite a few interesting people, and I try to forget this evening a lot, but it just won't go away. So let me just get into character here, because I'm flashing back to. I'm gonna help you guys remember by acting it out a little bit. So let me just get into my PI. Okay. Hey, alright, I'm good. Alright, so I remember it was a dark and stormy night. I was in my dimly lit private detective room because it's part of the contract. I remember I got a message from my secretary, Naomi. There's the shout out. There you go.
Yes.
And she let me know that I had a gentleman here to see me. She said his name was Sean, and she said that he was an old friend of mine. It's been a long time since I've known anyone named Sean, which is weird because it's a common name. But he said, my name's Sean. He came in. And as soon as the guy walked in, and I heard the sweet, sultry voice of his, I knew exactly who it was. It was my good friend, Mr. Connery, and he said, yeah, no, I'm doing this. Okay. He said, good evening, David. It's been such a long time. Sorry, that was a little off, but I see you're doing quite well with your private detective agency. I said, well, thank you, Sean. That's very kind of you to say. You're what, an actor or something? And he said, yes, have you seen my most popular film, Darby O'Gill and the Little People? I said, yeah, you were like 15 in that, weren't you? Something. Has anyone here noticed that his voice has never changed his whole life? Like, if you've seen Darby O'Gill and the Little People, he was like 20 or something, and his voice still sounds like, hello, I've had a whole lifetime of smoking cigars and drinking whiskey. I mean, it's like, it's crazy. And I bet when he came out of the womb going, wah, 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 don't slap me, wah. It's the craziest thing. And anyway, he told me, he walks up to me and he says, now, David, that's my name. I'm so impressed that he knows, thanks God. And he said, David, I'm looking for a man, and I hear you can find people. His name's Forrester. I need you to find him for me. Let it sink in. It's a movie. Okay. Finding Forrester.
Thanks for explaining it.
He's, last I heard, you can find him at the Red October. Why don't you go hunt for it? So I was like, okay, all right, Sean, since we're such old friends, I mean, we were kids together. And again, his voice was still the same. And I went out to find this Red October. It turned out it was a nightclub, like jazz club. And I went in and to start questioning people if they've seen this Forrester character. And so, first guy I walk up to, this guy at the bar, it looked like he'd been drinking a bit, but I figure, people drink, have loose tongues. So I said, well, actually, no, I'm sorry. I was directed to this man by another man. I don't want to get off track. A man that I was told, he introduced himself as a man named Daffy Duck. And this is what he said. He had a distinct way of talking. He said, Yeah, my name's Daffy Duck, what can I do for you? And I said, oh, that's an interesting accent. And so he said, I don't know where this Forster character is, but if you're looking for him, I think maybe that guy over there. He goes by Mr. Stewart. You try asking him. So I said, okay, I'll go ask this Mr. Stewart, or Jimmy as they call him apparently. I said, all right, hey, excuse me. Mind if I buy you a drink? I'd just like to ask you a few questions. I'm looking for a man named Forster. And he said, Now, Davey, I hear what you're trying to say. I hear the words that you're saying. You're looking for this man named Forster? What, you just want me to summon this man out of thin air? It's clear that he'd been drinking a little bit. You know, Mary, she wanted the moon. Do you want the moon, Davey? Do you want me to just lasso the moon? Because I'll give you the moon. I'll give you the moon, Davey. And he was about to show me the moon, and I couldn't handle that right now. I had to leave right then and there. The man was clearly a little bit unstable. So, he seemed like such a respectable man, and he's tall and handsome. But I decided that was a lost cause, so I took a seat and decided to question one of the bartenders. And he introduced himself as Woody, and I said, hey, Woody, I can't find the guy I'm looking for. Do you know anything? I mean, you're here a lot. They say he comes here. And he says, I don't know if I'm the best guy for this. I'm a little nervous. You might know this. But please come, Mr. Allen. I don't know what I'm looking at this girl over here. I feel shaky and sweaty all over. I'm either in love or I have smallpox. All right, that's cool, Woody. I mean, this is a big deal. I'm a private detective. I mean, part of the law, you can't like delay this and like, please help me. He said, you're part of the law. You know, the car fender was hit, and I said unto the man, go forth and multiply and replenish the earth. Not necessarily in those words, per se, but. Okay, that's not helping. Let me leave. I'm gonna go talk to that guy. Thank you, Woody. You're nervous. And so I left. And now, the next guy I questioned, he was over in the corner, and people seemed to be giving him space, as if there was something wrong with that man. And, but he seemed very comfortable with it, and like, just seemed to be doing his own thing. And so I walked over, and I said, hey, what's your name? And he said, well, hey, my friends call me Mr. Whacky. Well, you can call me Christopher. I said, okay. I'm looking for a man named Forster. Could you help? Frankenstein never scared me. I'm sorry? No, I think you're a little distracted here. No, a man named Forster, he's supposed to frequent this place. Have you ever heard of him? Marsupials do. And they died, too. What's up with that? I don't know. I'm leaving. Mr. Whacky. I was getting really annoyed at this point, and, it's talking to apparently a bunch of weirdos frequent this club, and so I decided to ask the barkeep, because, they know stuff, stereotypically, and so I went up to the barkeeper, and I was getting pretty frustrated at this point, so I was a little short with the man, especially since he's tall, and I walk up to him, and I said, all right, mister, I'm looking for a man named Forster, and I want answers. I want him right now, Mr. Eastwood. You gonna give me some answers? with you. So I'm doing a Woody Allen impression. Get off my lawn. You're clearly busy. I'm just not gonna fall off the stage. Okay. So obviously I wasn't having any good luck with this, and I decided that, you know, tonight just wasn't gonna be my night. So I decided to just sit back and watch the show. There was a nice smiley gentleman on the stage who was singing a nice, very, very pretty number. Introduced himself as Mr. Louis Armstrong, and it was very beautiful. And he actually had a band involved too of other singers. So. This takes preparation, folks. The story's in the throat. Usually doesn't take us long. Okay. I see trees of green, red roses too. I see the moon for me and you. And I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Take it away, Mr. Christopher Whacky. You say tomato, and I say tomato. You say potato, and I'm sorry, everybody, back to me. As the skies are blue, clouds of white, Mr. Eastwood. Clouds of white, the bright, blessed day, the dark, sacred night, and I think to myself, what a wonderful world. Take it away, Mr. Bob Dylan. The colors of the rainbow, so pretty in the sky, are also on the faces of people going by. I see friends shaking hands, saying, how do you do? Take it away, Mr. Stephen Hawking. Really, they're saying, I love you. I hear babies crying. I watch them grow. They'll learn much more than I'll ever know. And I think to myself, take it away, Mr. Armstrong. What a wonderful